Well, everybody, this video is going to be about putting my new Radial tires on rows, and we're going to see how I make out here. Okay, everybody. I'm going to do a little video. I'm hoping to do some video, I guess, of getting these tires mounted on these wheels. Got these from Coker Tire. They're Blackwall Radials. New tubes, obviously, and I had one of the fellas here tell me that it was a booger to get them to spread apart. He unwrapped them. They come wrapped in plastic and they're pinched together. He said it was a booger to get them stretched apart to get the tube in. So what I did is I took these out and set them in the 106-degree sunlight along with the tubes. Pulled them up in the shade, got on my knee pad, my kneeling pad, and stuffed the tubes in and blew them up, and now they're inside. I'm going to let them cool off overnight, maybe even 1 or 2 days. It doesn't really matter. And when I get to the point where I'm going to start putting one of these on, I will videotape it. But here's how I got them to puff out. Okay, gang. Here's the first tire off. It took me about 10 minutes. I have 2 motorcycle tire tools. This was relatively easy simply because these wheels, or these tires, well, these wheels were cleaned and kind of refurbished by the guy I bought the car from, and the tires were put on there right before I got the car, so they've been off, and on several times before because they were used tires. But anyways, you can see he used baby powder. That made it real easy to get the tube out. Unseating the tire was pretty easy. All I did was just push on it a little bit and it popped right off the rim. Now I know that all of them might not be this easy, but this was. Okay, gang. As I told you, taking these off of these rims, being as they were redone, was just a piece of cake. Basically got the front off and then just pulled them off. The baby powder, I think, works good. Maybe better than soap. It doesn't get all over you. Well, I mean, it gets on you, but it's not important. But anyway, I got 2 tires done, and I believe that's about 25 minutes. If I had time to videotape exactly how this is done, I would, but I don't. But I can show you. I have 2 small motorcycle tools. I used these for years, and I have never pinched a tube with them. And the good thing about the baby powder is when you put it on there, it allows you to see the tube real easily. And what I do is I put the valve stem at the top, I start the tube, and as everybody says, put a little tiny bit of air in it. And I just start at the valve stem and work my way in both directions around. It's a little hard because all these wheels so far have been heavy on the valve stem side, so they want to roll down. Of course, the back ones won't, I don't think. I'll have to see how that works, but I don't think the back ones will roll. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. That's how I do it, and I just pry a little bit at a time. Of course, I'm not too worried about my wheel and damage, but here's the lip of the wheel I did, and I don't see anything significant. And those tools, actually, with these tires having set outside yesterday, they loosened up a lot, but no troubles so far. Okay, gang, I started at 7 o'clock, so right now I'm an hour and a half into it, and I have all 4 tires on. But I have a problem. That's the last one I did. This was the first one I did. Now, walk around here. That one is good to go. You notice anything funny about this one? It's on the rim backwards. This lip that sticks out right here goes on the, or I'm putting it on the inside. I don't know why they're different on both sides. I guess it's if you want a certain look. But anyway, that one's got to come off because it's an oddball now. So I'm going to take it off, put it back on, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, before I start to take this one off and fix my boo-boo, I would recommend before you do this job that you get one of those. It's just a core removal tool, and it's a core repair tool. And the reason being, let me show you. You can screw it onto there when you put the tube in so that the tube doesn't pull back into the tire. Plus it makes it a lot easier to get the cores out because you could twist it right here. I see guys struggling with long wrenches and stuff. But anyway, I would recommend one of these. Well, there. That's better. I got to admit, it was a little bit harder to get that tire off the rim. It wasn't a matter of pulling it off like the old tires. But it still didn't take me too long. Let's go look at the clock. So it looks like it took me a little over 15 minutes. Not bad to turn the tire around, but what a dumb mistake, right? I'll come back when I have it all completely done. All I got to do is, I got to go eat breakfast, and then I got to check the tires for pressure, make sure everything's hunky-dory, check the torque on the lug nuts, and we're out of here. Okay, here it is. I washed off the tires, and there it is done. In total, it took me about an hour and 45 minutes. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for looking. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you in some way. And I definitely appreciate you watching.